Good morning, welcome to Workout Welfare, where we're loving the lift. Here we are, lovely sunny Queensland, on another glorious day. We're going to run through a warm-up routine, and first of all I want to make sure that everyone's aware it doesn't take into consideration any injuries you might have, any impingements or any restrictions. So you need to ensure that you've got clearance from your medical doctor, whether that be your GP or if you've been seeing a specialist, before you enter into any exercise program. So for the standard client out there, most of my clients have already been through that process, and this is made specifically so they've got something to refer back to. So we used to do old school stretching before we start exercising. Research has shown that actually fatigues the muscles. So we actually want to do some dynamic movements, which is movements rather than just a standing basic stretch. And this way we're getting the fluid into our joints, which is going to nourish our cartilage and stop our cartilage from wearing out. And unfortunately that's where people end up with the old bone on bone. So we're going to do some joint rolling. So the easiest way to remember this stuff, start at the bottom, work up. First joint that is a rotation is our ankles. So we're doing eights. So we do 8 circles one direction. I do 8 circles back the other way. And obviously we've got 2 ankles, so we want to do the second one as well. Can I count? Do I have PT counting in my system? 8 and 8. Okay, our next joint up is our knees. They don't go round, at least they shouldn't. If the horse goes round, you've got some problems. They go this way, and you've done a bit of walking, and we'll get to some of them a bit later on. So the next one up is our hips, which is again one that moves all directions, which is what we want. So you just push to the back and the side, try and keep your upper body upright as much as you can, and then do some circles. Joint rolling, easy way to remember it is rolling in circles. That's 8. That's the PT counting again. Alright, next joint becomes our lumbar spine. Again, it doesn't rotate, it's designed to do flexion. So we're going up next to our thoracic. So that one does have a little bit of rotation in it. It should have a lot more than mine does. So a lot of you will be looking at this going, not a lot of movement there, and that's because of my thoracic is quite seized up. Most of you will be able to rotate a lot more than this. Okay, we don't worry too much about our neck. We're not going to be straining our neck or working out on our neck. So we've been doing this stuff sort of all day, all morning. So we're good. The next one is our shoulders. So cross our hands over at the bottom, turn our palms up as we come up. Bring your hands in front of the other one, switch them over every time you come down. Now for a lot of people there might be some clicking, some grinding. This is the impingement stuff that I was talking about. So you need to get your clearance, get yourself checked out. You don't want to do yourself any more injuries. Once we've done those, we're going to do some circles with your arms. Do start off little ones, get them a bit bigger, and then go backwards as well. Now for some of you who haven't done a lot of exercise, don't be surprised if when you run through this program at the warm-up that you're actually feeling a bit fatigued. So that's a good thing. It means we're waking the muscles up. Okay, next joint is our elbows. Again, same as our knee, only designed to go this way. Unless we've just rolled out of bed, it should be warmed up enough already. But we're going to do our wrists. So put our elbows together, lock our hands, and roll. So we want to do 8 one way, 8 back the other way. Cool. Alright, so another part of warming up is to get our heart rate up, which gets more blood going through our body. That's where the systems within our body work best, and the most important thing out of all of that is our breathing. So whenever we're doing exercise, our exertion, for example, if we're doing a push-up, one big breath out. Big breath out. Your body will automatically work out how to breathe it in. You push it out, it'll bring it in for you. So don't worry too much about breathing in. Really focus on pushing your breath out. So we're going to get a bit more movement happening. So we're going to do some leg swings. So here the trick is, I'm not very good at these, is to stay balanced on the one leg and slowly bring the leg higher, both at the front and at the back. Try and do that without putting your leg down. That's going to actually turn on all your stabilizers. And then that side, then we will go sideways. As you can see here, I'm just trying to stay controlled. I'm not trying to do them too fast. We're getting plenty of movement and fluid through our hips. And then we'll do the same, obviously, on the other leg. And across the body as well. Now, in the early days, you can do these by holding on to something, but it almost defeats the purpose. It's going to help you work on your balance and get all of your abs and all of your stabilizers around your core turned on. So if you can do it without holding on to stuff, that's the ideal place to do it. 2 more little movements. We're going to do drive our knee up as high as we can get it, take it out and around, up, out and around, up, out and around. This is just some extra stuff to make sure our heart rate is getting up and we've got lots of blood moving through our whole body. Next thing, I don't have a rope, but that's fine. We need to get some stuff happening through our knees and our joints. So if you don't have a weight problem, you don't have issues within your joints, being your knees and your hips and your ankles, then a really good way to get warm, get some blood going, get your heart rate up, is if you don't have a rope, just pretend you're skipping. Do a few skips, do some high knees, and do some bum kicks. Okay, we should feel nice and warm. I've almost got a bit of a sweat on my brow. The body temperature's risen. The blood's going well. I'm feeling nice and warm and I'm ready to roll. So that little routine can also be part of an active recovery day, which just gets you moving, gets you out and about, turns all the systems on in your body. And that's what we've got to aim for. All right guys, have a great day. See you at the warm down.